Yo, what's up YouTube? What's up everybody out there, Cowboy fans? Another heartbreaker. Another loss, man. Another loss. Oh, man. I just want to go back from the beginning of pregame, if any of y'all watched it, when Lisa Salters interviewed Jerry Jones. He's talking about the reasons why they chose to get Amari Cooper. But that's not what I want to point out. What I want to point out is, what did Dak mean that was not enough? It's good, but it's not enough. Is he talking about the offensive line? I'm just speculating here. Or is he talking about the coaching? The preparedness of it? You know, the pregame, or the practice leading up to the game plan. Like how many plays they actually have scripted out. You know, first half, second half, and I'm gonna tell you something. Yeah, we left some points on the table. Now we can speculate on how many points they left on the table. Really, we left 14 because we should have gotten the end zone twice off the two fumbles, you know. But anyway, really we left 10 points because we missed the field goal. In actuality, it's 10 points. We missed the field goal, and we threw an interception, and Dak threw that interception, ill-advised pass, and trying to make something happen. I get that. So, yeah, 6 points, at the minimum 6 points, at the most 10 points. That's the only thing we can go by. So, we can say the score should have been 17-14 going into the half. Now, I felt bad. I didn't have a good feel about this at the end of the first half. We went in tied. I said, damn. And we had to play catch up. I said, damn. This reminds me of the Washington Redskins game. It's going to come down to who's going to have the ball last. You know? Who's going to have the ball last? But it didn't even come down to that. Because we couldn't get them off the field. We didn't stop them the whole game. I think we might have got one stop. That was like early fourth quarter. When they was up by 7, and we had a chance to tie, but we never made it down the field. Penalties. Lyle Collins made 3 crucial mistakes with the 2 false starts, and then he gave up that sack. You know what I'm saying? This team is not built like that. Dallas is really not a second half team. And it's funny. It's funny to me because last year they was a second half team. They get their ass with the first half, and then they always playing catch up in the second half. So now we'll strike first. We'll get points in the first half and can't do shit in the second half. We put together one complete game, and that was against Jacksonville. So at some point, we're gonna have to say coaching. We're gonna have to say it has to be something. I mean, along with quarterback play, along with the line, and everything starts on the front line. Yeah, it does. When I get a chance to, it'll probably be sometime later today when I'm in some downtime before I deliver. When I get to my stop. I'm gonna have to talk about. I'm gonna have to critique the offensive line. The line, when the line link break down. Now Williams did all right, but Collins, he can't play right tackle. He don't have the footwork. He don't have the footwork to play right tackle. He's a talent, yes. But didn't he go to the Pro Bowl as a left guard? These spots, man, where it stops. I don't know. I'm just speaking my mind right now. I mean, I'm just kind of, giving my hypothetical thoughts, I guess. I mean, lack of better words. But speculative is the word I was really trying to get out, but I got tongue-tied. Something's gonna have to shift in the right on the line. It's gonna have to be changes, and maybe that's what Dak was alluding to. That even though they got Amari Cooper to take the top off the defense, and all of that, but that is not the cure. That is not the problem. That was a part of the problem, and he did good. He did good. But once they started to take that away, nobody else got open, really. I mean, Cole Beasley, did he even get a catch? I don't think Cole Beasley got a catch in the whole game. What happened to all of this? Shuffling around the positions. Cole Beasley gonna be working outside and in his primary position in the slot. That was the time to use it. While they got Amari Cooper going, was switching it up. Start switching it up. I mean, damn. Let's see this. I mean, where's the creativity? I'm still not seeing play action pass. I didn't see much of that the whole game. It was just drop back. It was more just drop back and see who gets open. And they couldn't take their shots deep because they was playing cover 3, cover 4. Because we was in a lot of situations where we were third and long. So, of course, that line had to hold it up. And they was fine the first half. And you know, Dak had some time, but they started breaking down, man. Over the course of the game because of the lack of continuity. They started shutting down the run game. Zeke seems a little slower to me too. 2016 Zeke, when he was hitting those lanes, man, you remember how many those yardage he was busting off, man, like taking it to the house and shit like that. I'm not saying that, you know, maybe it's just what it is, but I'm just to me personally, he doesn't have that third gear. I mean, he's like at 2.5. I mean, that's to me. And I saw the defensive front was not playing they was not being disciplined at all, especially against the run pass option. They was falling for the running back every time. I mean, they had the defensive line confused, man. And the only time they really got something going is when Mariota dropped back, and that was only a few times because they really didn't stop him, because he was still, every third down, they was doing a deep comeback route every time when they needed that third down, and the defense was just they was taking the bait every time. I guess they didn't want to get set up for the stop and go. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I gotta give a clap to Tennessee, because somebody should have told my Cowboys team Tennessee's a second half team. Now they strong now defensively, but once Mariota gets going, it starts building a little bit more confidence and continuity. They get stronger in the second half because that defense is so stout. And everybody's playing the Cowboys the same way, every team. And they haven't figured this shit out yet. And people think that this is all about Dak. I don't think so. Even though I still don't think Gary's going to go anywhere. Like I told y'all before the season started, in the off season, Gary's father was in the scouting department, and he just passed earlier this year. So Jerry's doing this, you know, this thing is like, you know, like he's family, that's loyalty. Colombo, Hutchinson, offensive line coach, you know, he's bringing back everybody that truly played for the Cowboys, because he like knows the Cowboy culture, because they know the Cowboy culture. Rashard is the only outsider, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know what they're gonna do now. There's no turning back. Like I said a couple weeks ago, when we was 3-3, and it was the Washington game. It was gonna be for the better or the worse. And it looked like it's going to get worse. It looked like we're not even going to be an 8-8 team right now. Let me 2 games below 500, and while other teams are in the NFC East, I know Washington took a lump. I know they took a lump, but I still think that they're a pretty decent team, and I think they're gonna stay in the forefront. They're gonna be the front runners always. But then again, no, I don't think so. I think Washington has lost some momentum. They lost 3 starters that's gonna be out for the season, so it's really set up for Philly to take charge right now. And really, it was up to us to keep putting our foot down and set up the game for Philly next week. Now we all have to see if they can climb out of this hole. I don't think the team is just not built like that. Mental toughness, we going back to it every time. For the last few years, this team, damn near for the last 9 years, this team has not shown the mental toughness to be able to get themselves out of a rut, to be able to get themselves to win consistently, to get themselves to execute consistently. They keep making boneheaded plays, playing undisciplined, and once all of that, once that snowball effect keeps it gets big, it keeps growing, then they just kind of just lose confidence. Whatever steam they had, it deflates. You start seeing frustration, and they start doing more stupid shit. Sean Lee went down again with the hammy. Right now, they're gonna have to find the dog that's inside of them, man. If they got any dog in them. And for the last few years, they have not shown that y'all have that true dog inside of you. Y'all look like Dallas Cowboys look like a team that does not play for each other. I know when I was on the championship team, this is high school. When we went off, we was the underdogs. We wasn't even supposed to be going to the states. We wasn't even supposed to win our district. But we had cohesion. We had team chemistry. And we lost one game. We lost one game that year. And that's because they caught us. That's because a sorry ass team caught us slipping. They caught us on the right day, man. But after that, we beat everybody's ass all the way to the state finals, and we won that. And we came home with the hardware. But we thrived off playing for it. We thrived off just playing and wanting to go out there and dominate. Go to somebody else's home court, because it was 3 other teams that was supposed to, that was predicted to win the district and go into the states, besides us. But they never saw us coming, and we took it because we were the underdogs. They had no idea. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like we was out there wanting to whip ass just for fun. You know what I'm saying? Just for for the fun of it, man. It was. That's the only way that I can really. Yeah, it was competitive. It was no nonsense when we got on that floor. When we got on that floor, it was. Yeah, we was gonna beat that ass. I mean, even in football. That year with 96, we made it all the way to the state finals. Because we made it there the year before. No, I mean, hold up, Walls. That was 90. That was not 96. That was 97. So we went to the state 96, but we lost badly. 97. We made it all the way to the state finals and we lost on the 1 yard line with seconds left on the clock. And we beat the ball in because someone threw an interception. There's no need to even go. That's neither here nor there. But even when we was on the field, man, we just had it tonight. We had the mindset that we was not going to be beat. That if you was gonna beat us, you had to come with it. And that's the same mentality that we had on the basketball court in 96 and 97. For real. Because we was about to repeat. We almost repeated. But another team in our district wanted it more than us because we took it to double overtime, man. That was one of the most classic games I ever been in. You know what I'm saying? And nobody wanted the game to end. That's how competitive it was. It was just back and forth. We was volleying back and forth on points. But anyway. But what I'm talking about is that mental toughness, that mindset. It's that mindset you got to have before you step on the field. You can't wait till you step on the field to have that mindset. And have fun while doing it. Have fun executing properly. That if we could make every play. You know what I'm saying? Wide receivers wanting to dominate. Hey, I did notice something though. Okay, because I'm gonna get out there, but it was something. I think it was like the second quarter. Amari Cooper ran a crossing pattern. Dak threw the ball to him, got the first down, but they called the penalty on Blake Jarwin for offensive holding. And did you see the look on Amari Cooper's face where he stared down the DB after he got up and made the catch? He shimmied his shoulders a little bit, and then when he walking off, he just kind of stared at him like, yo, I'm about to cook your ass tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't cover me kind of shit, you know? Like, he just gave him that dead stare. I like that. So hopefully he can bring some kind of attitude. That's another. They don't have an attitude, man. And then I'm gonna get off. That's all. That's the last thing I want to say about that. So I don't know what to expect this week coming. After this loss, that was much needed to at least get back even, you know, for the second half of the season, you know, so we can be on reset for the most part and really start the season on the rest of the season on a good note. That ain't happening, Jack. It's just not happening, man. I mean, I think we're gonna see some good games here and there, but we are in the brunt I think that's the word. I'm tripping right now, but we are okay. Check me on that, but we are in the we are in the serious part of our season right now, because if I'm not mistaken, we got Philly, we got to play the Skins again, I think we got to play Atlanta and Tampa Bay, if I'm not mistaken. I just have not taken the time to really look at the schedule. I know I seen it earlier this season, but I can't remember it, you know. I haven't seen it since. But I think the Falcons are on our schedule, and that's not a team that team will blow us out right. Saints will blow us out right now with the way we're playing. With the way we're playing. I don't know, fans. Something has to be done. Because we don't have vision. We don't look forward. This team, this organization doesn't look to put the pieces together before it all comes down. Because we was late. At first we was late. I'm going back now. I'm going in retrospect during the Romo era, before all the injuries and stuff. The offensive line was old. That's when we had Colombo and all of them still. I can't remember who else was on that line. Can't remember who else was on that line. But eventually we got Tyron. Eventually, the year after that, we started picking up the offensive line, but by that time it was too late. Romo's body started to break down. He never even got to enjoy the fruits of the offensive line. And right after that, they should have. It was proof in the pudding that the defense sucked. For years, for at least 2 years, during the new offensive line regime, the defense couldn't hold up. Had Sean Lee, should have put pieces then. Yeah, so you got Carr and we had Claiborne. I think we had that was right at the end of the Mike Jenkins era and all that stuff. But they never got playmakers, they never got safeties, strong, some good safeties and stuff, ball hawks, and that was all they really needed. So then they started working on the defense. And that's when the D-Laws and all of them started coming in. Piece by piece. Draft by draft. And right before their eyes, the wide receiving corps started getting old. So you got rid of Dez, and then Whitney retired. Hey, y'all had no plan. Because you should always be cultivating young talent. And they're saying that's why they got Amari Cooper, right? Because they were going to spend the first round pick on the wide receiver, and they felt that there wasn't a number one wide receiver within the draft. There's always number one wide receivers in every draft. It's just that some of them you have to build them up. Now I'm saying this again. When have you known Jason Garrett and that coaching staff to actually groom players, build them up to be better pro players, to build them up to be elite pro players, pro bowlers. All the players that they draft, for most of them, the ones that stick around and eventually start, they pretty much have to come pre-packaged without a lot of coaching up. So we're just in this mess, man. I guess we'll just have to see what's gonna happen at the end of the year. Now, I'm almost not even want to make another video because we see what's happening. We see the product on the field, man. But I would never stop saying this as long as Garrett is coaching. He was a former coach. He's an offensive coordinator. And you have a young quarterback that came in as a rookie. And he should be ahead of the curve. And if he's doing anything to advance, to enhance his QB knowledge, then I have to blame Dak. But right now, I'm blaming Garrett. And looking into the future, things that I say Dak's 4th year, he's going to be a lot better. Taco Charlton in his 3rd year, he's going to be a lot better. Maybe we should get Bruce Irvin. I saw that Law Nation. I think he had something on there. I didn't watch the clip or nothing, but I just saw the title, and I'm making the assumption that you might have brought that up. But because it's not a bad idea, bringing a savvy veteran to that still has some in the tank to play right in. But anyway, guys, this is Tone Setter Sports. Peace. Talk to y'all later.